There are names that echo through the corridors of time, names that resonate with the weight of history, carrying with them the stories of civilizations that have shaped the world as we know it. These names are more than mere words. They are symbols of human achievement, resilience, and the unending quest for knowledge and beauty. Names that conjure images of immense power, profound artistry, and sprawling empires. They evoke visions of grand palaces, intricate artifacts, and the remnants of once mighty cities that stood as beacons of human ingenuity and ambition. Persia is one such name. It whispers of Cyrus the Great, of Darius, of mighty armies and cities of unimaginable splendor. The legacy of these great leaders and their empires is etched into the very stones of the land, telling tales of conquest, governance, and the flourishing of culture and knowledge. It speaks of poets whose words have danced on the lips of lovers for 1,000 years, whose verses have transcended time and space to touch the hearts of people across generations. The poetry of Persia is a testament to the enduring power of the written word, capturing the essence of human emotion and the beauty of the natural world, of mathematicians who mapped the stars, who looked to the heavens and sought to understand the mysteries of the universe. Their contributions to science and mathematics have left an indelible mark on the world, paving the way for future generations of scholars and thinkers, and of architects who reached for the heavens with domes of turquoise and gold. Their creations are not just buildings, but masterpieces of art and engineering, reflecting the cultural and spiritual aspirations of their time. These structures stand as monuments to human creativity and the desire to connect with something greater than ourselves. This land, now known as Iran, is not merely a country on a map. It is a living, breathing chronicle of human history, a place where the past is not a foreign country but a constant, tangible presence in the fabric of daily life. The echoes of ancient civilizations can be heard in the bustling streets, the vibrant markets, and the everyday interactions of its people. To embark on a journey through Iran is to walk in the footsteps of giants. It is to feel the dust of ancient capitals beneath your feet and to gaze upon wonders that were old when many of the world's great civilizations were yet to be born. It is to immerse oneself in a rich tapestry of history, culture, and tradition that has been woven over millennia. Here the wind carries stories across sun-scorched deserts and through lush, hidden valleys. It whispers of the triumphs and tragedies of those who came before, of the rise and fall of empires, and of the enduring spirit of a people who have weathered the storms of history. It whispers through the colossal pillars of Persepolis, telling tales of a global empire that stretched from India to Greece. These ancient stones have witnessed the passage of time and the ebb and flow of human endeavor, standing as silent sentinels to the grandeur of a bygone era. It murmurs through the labyrinthine alleys of ancient bazaars where the scent of saffron and cardamom has mingled for centuries, a testament to the enduring spirit of the Silk Road and the timeless rhythm of trade and human connection. These markets are not just places of commerce, but vibrant hubs of cultural exchange and social interaction. This is a land of profound and startling contrasts, a place where the ancient and the modern coexist in a delicate balance, where the natural world and human civilization intersect in ways that are both harmonious and awe-inspiring. It is a place where snow-capped mountains loom over arid deserts, creating a landscape of breathtaking beauty and stark contrasts. These mountains have stood as silent witnesses to the passage of time, their peaks reaching towards the heavens while their roots anchor them firmly in the earth, and where subtropical forests meet the shores of a vast inland sea. The lush greenery of these forests provides a striking contrast to the arid deserts and rugged mountains, creating a diverse and dynamic landscape that is as varied as it is beautiful. This geographical diversity is mirrored in its culture, a rich and complex mosaic woven from countless threads of history, religion, and ethnicity. The cultural tapestry of Iran is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people, who have embraced and integrated influences from across the world while maintaining their unique identity. The story of Iran is not one single linear narrative, but a grand, sprawling epic with countless chapters. Each chapter tells the tale of a different era, a different people and a different way of life, all contributing to the rich and multifaceted history of this remarkable land. It is the story of the ancient Elamites, the world-conquering Achaemenids, whose empires laid the foundations for much of what we consider to be the cradle of civilization. Their achievements in governance, architecture, and culture have left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and influence the world today. The synthesis of Greek and Persian culture under the Parthians, a period of cultural fusion and exchange that enriched both civilizations and left a lasting impact on the art, architecture, and philosophy of the region. And the Zoroastrian fire temples of the Sasanians, places of worship and spiritual reflection that have stood the test of time, preserving the ancient traditions and beliefs of one of the world's oldest religions, all before the arrival of Islam reshaped its destiny forever. The advent of Islam brought with it new cultural, artistic, and intellectual currents that transformed the landscape of Iran, creating a rich and diverse heritage that continues to evolve and flourish to this day. Our journey today is an attempt to listen to these echoes, to decipher these whispers, to understand the stories that have been passed down through the ages, and to appreciate the depth and complexity of Iran's rich cultural heritage. We will travel far beyond the familiar narratives, seeking out the untold beauties and the hidden stories that lie at the very heart of this extraordinary nation. We will explore the lesser-known sites and the remote corners of the country, uncovering the secrets that have been hidden from the world for centuries. We will explore not just the monumental ruins of its imperial past, but the living, vibrant soul of its present. The people of Iran, with their rich traditions and vibrant culture, are the true custodians of this ancient land, carrying forward the legacy of their ancestors, while embracing the challenges and opportunities of the modern world, from the sacred silence of a Zoroastrian fire temple, where the eternal flame burns as a symbol of purity and truth, connecting the present with the ancient past, to the dazzling kaleidoscope of a stained glass mosque, where light and color create a mesmerizing dance that captures the imagination and lifts the spirit. We will uncover a side of Iran rarely seen, a world of breathtaking beauty, profound spirituality, and enduring human creativity. A land where the past and present coexist in a delicate balance, and where the spirit of innovation and creativity continues to thrive. Join us as we peel back the layers of time in a land of whispers and echoes. Together we will embark on a journey of discovery, exploring the rich tapestry of history, culture, and tradition that makes Iran a truly unique and extraordinary place. For many in the modern world, the name Iran is often framed by the stark and often challenging lens of geopolitics. It is a name that conjures images of conflict, sanctions, and international tensions. The media often portrays Iran as a land of turmoil, a place where political strife and economic hardship dominate the narrative. This portrayal, while not entirely unfounded, is a narrow and incomplete picture of a nation with a rich and complex history. It is a name heard in news bulletins, discussed in terms of sanctions, revolutions, and international tensions. The headlines are filled with stories of nuclear negotiations, human rights issues, and regional conflicts. These stories, while important, are just one facet of a multifaceted nation. They do not capture the essence of Iran, a country with a history that stretches back thousands of years, a history that has shaped not only the region but the entire world. This contemporary image, while a part of its complex reality, is but a single recent chapter in a book that spans millennia. Iran, or Persia as it was known in antiquity, is one of the world's oldest continuous civilizations. Its history is a tapestry woven with threads of conquest, culture, and innovation. From the ancient Achaemenid Empire to the sophisticated Sasanian dynasty, Persia has been a beacon of art, science, and philosophy. To see Iran only through this narrow keyhole is to miss the vast panoramic view of its true identity. It is to overlook the grandeur of Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of the Achaemenid Empire, with its majestic columns and intricate reliefs. It is to ignore the beauty of the Persian gardens, designed to reflect paradise on earth. It is to forget the contributions of Persian scholars, poets, and scientists who have left an indelible mark on human civilization. It is to ignore the immense cultural and historical landscape that has shaped not only the nation itself, but the entire course of human civilization. The influence of Persian culture can be seen in the art, architecture, and literature of many countries. The Persian Empire was a melting pot of different cultures and traditions, and this diversity is reflected in the rich tapestry of Iranian society today. Our purpose is to gently push that door open and reveal the world that lies beyond. We aim to take you on a journey through time and space to explore the hidden gems of Iran and to uncover the stories that have been overshadowed by the modern politics. We will delve into the heart of Persian culture, from its ancient roots to its contemporary expressions. Beneath the often austere surface presented to the outside world lies a nation of staggering beauty, warmth, and sophistication. Iran is a land of contrasts where ancient traditions coexist with modern innovations. It is a place where the past and the present are intertwined, creating a unique and vibrant culture. The cities of Shiraz and Isfahan, with their stunning architecture and lush gardens, are testament to the enduring legacy of Persian art and design. It is a country where the tradition of hospitality, known as ta'aruf, is a deeply ingrained art form, a complex and beautiful dance of politeness and generosity that defines social interactions. Ta'aruf is more than just a custom, it is a way of life. It reflects the values of respect, humility, and kindness that are central to Iranian culture. In a tea house, a shopkeeper may offer you tea, and even if you decline, they will insist as a gesture of their hospitality. This tradition of hospitality extends beyond mere politeness. It is a reflection of the deep-seated cultural values that prioritize community and human connection. In Iran, a guest is considered a gift from God, and the act of welcoming someone into one's home is seen as a sacred duty. This sense of hospitality is evident in the way Iranians interact with each other, always with a sense of warmth and generosity. It's a place where a stranger is not a threat, but a guest to be welcomed. This openness and friendliness are a stark contrast to the often hostile image portrayed in the media. In Iran, you will find people who are eager to share their culture, their stories, and their lives with you. Whether you are a visitor or a local, you will be treated with the same level of respect and kindness. To understand Iran is to look past the political rhetoric and see the faces of its people. The shopkeeper in the Isfahan bazaar who insists on sharing his tea, the artisan who takes pride in his craft, the poet who finds beauty in the everyday. These are the true ambassadors of Iran, the people who embody the spirit of a nation that has endured for millennia. The young students in Tehran debating poetry, philosophy, and politics. These young minds are the future of Iran, and they are passionate about their heritage and their place in the world. They're eager to learn, to question, and to contribute to the global community. Their debates are not just academic exercises. They are a reflection of a society that values knowledge and intellectual growth, or the family picnicking in the shade of a 2,500-year-old monument. These moments of everyday life are a testament to the enduring connection between the people of Iran and their rich cultural heritage. Whether it's a family gathering at Pasargadae or a picnic at Persepolis, these ancient sites are not just historical landmarks, they are living, breathing parts of the Iranian experience. This journey is an invitation to shatter preconceptions. It is an opportunity to see Iran through a different lens, to appreciate its beauty, its complexity, and its resilience. We invite you to join us as we explore the hidden corners of this ancient land, to discover the stories that have been overlooked and to gain a deeper understanding of a nation that has so much to offer. We aim to show you the Persia you don't know. Beyond the well-known landmarks and tourist attractions, there are countless hidden gems waiting to be discovered. From the ancient alleys of Yazd to the serene beauty of the Caspian Sea, Iran is a land of endless surprises. Each corner of the country has its own unique story, its own piece of the puzzle that makes up the rich tapestry of Persian culture. A land whose contributions to the world are so fundamental, they are often taken for granted. Persian scholars and scientists have made groundbreaking contributions to fields such as mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. The works of great Persian thinkers like Avicenna and Rumi have had a profound impact on both Eastern and Western thought. These contributions are a testament to the intellectual and cultural richness of Iran. The very concept of human rights can be traced back to the Cyrus cylinder, an ancient clay tablet from the 6th century BC. This remarkable artifact, often referred to as the first Charter of Human Rights, outlines principles of freedom and equality that are still relevant today. It is a powerful reminder of the progressive values that have been a part of Persian culture for millennia. The intricate beauty of the Persian carpet is a global symbol of artistry, craftsmanship, and cultural heritage. Each carpet tells a story with its intricate patterns and vibrant colors reflecting the history and traditions of the region. The art of carpet weaving has been passed down through generations, and it continues to be a source of pride and identity for the Iranian people, while the elegance of the Persian garden provided the blueprint for paradise on earth. These gardens, with their symmetrical designs, flowing water, and lush greenery, are a testament to the Persian love of nature and beauty. They are places of tranquility and reflection, where one can escape the hustle and bustle of everyday life and find peace in the harmony of nature. Algebra, intricate astronomy, and pioneering medical texts all flourished here, forming a crucial bridge of knowledge between the ancient world and the European Renaissance. Persian scholars were at the forefront of scientific discovery, and their works laid the foundation for many of the advancements that we take for granted today. Their contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and medicine have had a lasting impact on the world. We will travel through this land not as analysts, but as observers and storytellers. Our goal is to capture the essence of Iran, to tell the stories that are often overlooked, and to present a more nuanced and complete picture of this fascinating country. We will immerse ourselves in the culture, the history, and the everyday lives of the people, and we will share our discoveries with you. We will let the stones speak for themselves, allowing the ancient ruins to tell their own stories. These stones have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the passage of time, and the enduring spirit of the Persian people. They are silent witnesses to history, and they have much to teach us about the past and the present. Let the colors of the tiles sing their songs, revealing the artistic brilliance of Persian craftsmen. The vibrant blues and turquoises of the tiles, the intricate patterns and designs are a feast for the eyes. They reflect the creativity and skill of the artisans who created them, and they add a touch of beauty and elegance to the mosques and buildings they adorn, and let the landscapes paint their own epic pictures. From the rugged mountains of the Alborz and Zagros ranges to the vast deserts and fertile plains, Iran's landscapes are as diverse as they are breathtaking. Each region has its own unique beauty, and together they create a stunning mosaic of natural wonders. Our goal is to present a visual and historical feast, a journey that engages the senses and enlightens the mind. We will explore the rich culinary traditions of Iran, from the fragrant spices and herbs to the delicious dishes that are a staple of Persian cuisine. We will experience the music, the dance, and the festivals that bring people together in celebration of their culture and heritage. We will explore a reality that is far more nuanced, vibrant, and deeply human than the headlines could ever convey. The everyday lives of Iranians, their hopes, dreams, and struggles are a testament to the resilience and strength of the human spirit. We will capture the moments of joy, the acts of kindness, and the expressions of creativity that define the true essence of Iran. This is the story of a culture, a civilization, and a people whose depth and resilience have allowed them to endure for 5,000 years, and it is a story that deserves to be told in its full, breathtaking glory. Join us as we embark on this journey to unveil the real Persia, a land of beauty, wisdom, and enduring spirit. Imagine a tapestry of immense size and complexity, woven with threads of every conceivable color and texture. Each thread, each knot is a story, some bright and shimmering, others dark and muted, but all essential to the whole. This tapestry is not merely a work of art, but a living record, a chronicle of triumphs and tragedies, of innovation and tradition, of the rise and fall of empires and the enduring spirit of a people. It is a tapestry that has been woven, unraveled, and rewoven countless times, yet its core design remains unmistakable and resilient. Some threads are of shimmering gold, representing glorious empires and golden ages of art and science. These golden strands glint with the achievements of visionaries, the splendor of royal courts, and the dazzling creativity of artisans whose works have survived millennia. They speak of a civilization that, at its height, was the envy of the world, a beacon of culture and enlightenment that drew scholars, artists, and traders from distant lands. Others are of dark, somber wool, marking periods of invasion, war, and hardship. These threads remind us that the story of Iran is not one of unbroken peace or prosperity. Instead, it is a story of resilience in the face of adversity, of cities sacked and rebuilt, of dynasties toppled and reborn, of a people who have endured foreign conquest, internal strife, and the relentless march of time. Yet even in the darkest hours, the tapestry was never abandoned. The weavers continued their work, adding new patterns, new hopes, and new dreams. Intricate patterns emerge, telling stories of kings and prophets, poets and philosophers. These patterns are not random. They are carefully crafted, each motif a symbol, each color a memory. The tales of legendary rulers like Darius and Xerxes, the wisdom of philosophers, and the verses of poets like Hafiz and Rumi are all woven into the fabric. Their legacies are not confined to dusty tomes or crumbling ruins. They live on in the language, the art, and the very identity of the Iranian people. This tapestry is the history of Iran. It is a living, breathing entity, constantly evolving, yet deeply rooted in the past. It stretches across deserts and mountains, from the lush forests of the north to the arid plains of the south, binding together a land of extraordinary diversity. It is a story that belongs not only to Iranians, but to all of humanity, for the threads of Iran's history are interwoven with those of countless other civilizations. It is a continuous narrative stretching back at least 5,000 years. Making it one of the oldest continuous major civilizations in the world. Long before the rise of Rome or Athens, before the pyramids of Egypt reached their zenith, the people of this land were building monumental structures, developing systems of writing, and laying the foundations of urban life. The ancient ziggurats and ruins that dot the landscape are silent witnesses to a time when Iran was at the forefront of human progress. To trace its threads is to witness the very evolution of human society, from the earliest city-states to the complexities of the modern nation. The journey from mud-brick villages to bustling metropolises is not just a tale of technological advancement, but of cultural continuity and adaptation. Each era has left its mark, layering new ideas and innovations atop ancient traditions, creating a society that is at once ancient and modern, traditional and progressive. The story begins in the mists of antiquity, on the high plateau where the kingdoms of Elam and Media rose to prominence. These early civilizations were pioneers in administration, architecture, and art, setting the stage for the empires that would follow. The Elamites, with their distinctive script and monumental temples, and the Medes, who united disparate tribes under a single banner, laid the groundwork for the emergence of a uniquely Persian identity. But it is with the Achaemenid Empire, founded by Cyrus the Great around 550 BC, that Iran first steps onto the world stage as a superpower. Cyrus, renowned for his vision and statesmanship, established an empire that stretched from the Indus Valley to the Mediterranean Sea. His policies of tolerance and respect for local customs set a new standard for governance, earning him admiration even among his conquered subjects. The ruins of Persepolis, with their grand columns and intricate reliefs, stand as a testament to the ambition and sophistication of this era. This was not just an empire of conquest, but one of sophisticated administration, creating the first reliable postal service, a vast network of roads, and a policy of multicultural tolerance that was revolutionary for its time. The Achaemenids understood that true power lay not only in military might, but in the ability to govern a diverse population with fairness and wisdom. Their innovations in communication and infrastructure allowed ideas, goods, and people to move freely across vast distances, fostering a cosmopolitan culture that would influence the world for centuries to come. This legacy of grand ambition and imperial scale set a standard that would echo through the subsequent dynasties, from the Parthians who challenged Rome to the culturally brilliant Sasanians who represented the zenith of pre-Islamic Persian civilization. The Parthians, masters of cavalry and diplomacy, maintained a delicate balance of power with their Western rivals, while the Sasanians presided over a renaissance of art, science, and religion. Their palaces and fire temples, their coins and inscriptions, all speak of a society that valued both strength and sophistication. The arrival of Islam in the 7th century AD did not erase this ancient identity, but rather wove a new, brilliant thread into the tapestry. The old and the new coexisted, sometimes in tension, often in harmony, as Persian culture adapted to the new faith. The result was a civilization that was both deeply rooted in its past and open to new influences. A place where ancient Zoroastrian fire temples stood alongside soaring mosques adorned with intricate calligraphy. This began the era of Persian Islamic synthesis, a remarkable period where the spirit of ancient Persia merged with the new faith to create something unique and extraordinary. Persian became the language of administration, literature, and science across much of the Islamic world, and Iranian artists and architects developed new forms that blended pre-Islamic motifs with Islamic ideals. The turquoise domes and intricate tilework that define Iran's skylines are the visible expression of this creative fusion. During Europe's Dark Ages, this region experienced a golden age. While much of the West struggled with instability and decline, Iranian cities flourished as centers of learning, trade, and culture. Libraries brimmed with manuscripts, scholars debated philosophy and science, and poets composed verses that would echo through the ages. The city of Isfahan, with its grand squares and majestic mosques, became a symbol of this era's splendor. Persian scholars, scientists, and thinkers like Avicenna, al-Khwarizmi, and Omar Khayyam made groundbreaking advances in medicine, algebra, and astronomy. Their works were translated into Latin and studied in the universities of Europe, shaping the course of Western thought. Avicenna's Canon of Medicine became a standard text for centuries, while al-Khwarizmi's treatises on mathematics introduced the world to algebra. Omar Khayyam, celebrated as a poet, was also a brilliant mathematician and astronomer, whose observations helped refine the calendar. Persian became the language of high culture, poetry, and art throughout the Eastern Islamic world, creating a legacy of beauty that would culminate in the breathtaking masterpieces of the Safavid dynasty. The Safavids, who ruled from the 16th to the 18th centuries, presided over a renaissance of architecture, painting, and literature. Their mosques and palaces, adorned with dazzling mosaics and delicate calligraphy, are among the most beautiful in the world. Persian miniature painting, with its vivid colors and intricate detail, reached new heights of sophistication, while poets like Saadi and Ferdowsi composed works that remain beloved to this day. This immense span of time is not just a matter for history books. It is etched into the very landscape of the country. The ruins of ancient cities, the remnants of palaces and temples, the inscriptions carved into mountainsides, all bear witness to the passage of centuries. In the countryside, farmers till fields that have been cultivated for thousands of years, while shepherds lead their flocks along routes once traveled by caravans and armies. The past is never far away. It is woven into the rhythms of daily life. A single journey can take you from a prehistoric ziggurat to the tomb of a biblical prophet, from the ceremonial capital of a world empire to an exquisite turquoise-domed mosque, and finally to the sleek modern architecture of a 21st century metropolis. In Iran, the ancient and the modern are not separated by vast distances or impenetrable barriers. They exist side by side, each enriching the other. The traveler is constantly reminded that every stone, every street, every skyline is part of a much larger story. This layering of history is everywhere. In the heart of bustling cities, ancient walls stand beside glass towers, and centuries-old bazaars hum with the energy of modern commerce. The architecture of Iran is a palimpsest, with each era leaving its mark, sometimes in harmony, sometimes in contrast, but always contributing to the richness of the whole. Even the food, the music, and the customs of daily life reflect this deep and complex heritage. You can stand in a square designed in the 17th century, looking at a mosque built over 1,000 years, while a young Iranian next to you scrolls through Instagram on their smartphone. The past and the present are not in conflict here. They are in conversation, each informing and enriching the other. The youth of Iran, connected to the world through technology, are also deeply aware of their heritage, drawing inspiration from the achievements of their ancestors as they chart their own paths forward. It is this constant visible dialogue between the ancient and the contemporary that makes Iran such an endlessly fascinating place to explore. Every visit, every conversation, every discovery is an invitation to look deeper, to see the connections between past and present, to appreciate the resilience and creativity of a people who have shaped and been shaped by 5,000 years of history. The tapestry of Iran is still being woven, its patterns ever more intricate, its colors ever more vibrant, and its story far from finished. The phrase "Cradle of Civilization" is most often associated with Mesopotamia, the legendary land nestled between the mighty rivers Tigris and Euphrates. This region, with its fertile soil and abundant water, gave rise to some of humanity's earliest cities, writing systems, and monumental architecture. For centuries, historians and archaeologists have marveled at the innovations that emerged from this ancient heartland, recognizing it as a birthplace of urban life and organized society. Yet just to the east, stretching across a vast expanse of rugged mountains and sweeping plains, lies the Iranian plateau, a land equally deserving of the title Cradle. Here, in the shadow of snow-capped peaks and amidst arid deserts, another great civilization was taking shape. The Iranian plateau became a crossroads of ideas, peoples, and cultures, nurturing a unique blend of innovation and tradition. It was here that the seeds of Persian civilization were sown, and from this soil, a remarkable legacy would grow, one that would fundamentally shape the world we live in today, often in ways we scarcely realize. The Persian contribution to human history is not merely a footnote or a passing chapter, rather it stands as a foundational pillar of our shared global heritage. The echoes of ancient Persia can be heard in the languages we speak, the laws we follow, the art we admire, and the philosophies that guide our lives. From the earliest days of empire to the present, Persia's influence has radiated outward, touching distant lands and diverse peoples. Many of the concepts, technologies, and artistic forms that we now consider universal have deep roots in the rich soil of this ancient land. Persian artisans and thinkers were among the first to weave intricate carpets, craft delicate metalwork, and pen-illuminated manuscripts. Their innovations in science, mathematics, and philosophy laid the groundwork for later discoveries across the world. The Persian approach to beauty, order, and meaning continues to inspire artists and scholars to this day. The gifts of Persia to the world are as diverse as they are profound. They touch every aspect of human endeavor, from the way we govern ourselves and worship to the ways we build, create, and understand the universe. Persian gardens, with their harmonious layouts and flowing water, became models for paradise in both East and West. Persian scientific instruments, from astrolabes to water clocks, advanced our understanding of the cosmos and the natural world. The miniature paintings of Persia, with their vibrant colors and intricate details, set new standards for artistic expression. Among Persia's earliest and most significant gifts to humanity was a revolutionary new model for empire. The Achaemenid Empire, founded in the 6th century BCE, was the largest the world had ever seen, stretching from the Indus Valley in the east to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. But its true innovation lay not just in its size, but in its structure, a model of governance that balanced central authority with respect for local traditions and cultures. When Cyrus the Great established the Achaemenid Empire, he set a precedent for leadership that was both visionary and humane. Unlike many conquerors before him, Cyrus did not seek to erase the identities of the peoples he ruled. Instead, he embraced diversity, allowing each culture within his empire to maintain its own customs, languages, and religions. This approach fostered stability and loyalty, creating a multicultural state that thrived on cooperation rather than coercion. The audience halls of Persepolis, adorned with reliefs depicting subjects from across the empire, stand as a testament to this inclusive vision. The famous Cyrus cylinder, often hailed as the world's first charter of human rights, is a remarkable artifact from this era. Inscribed in cuneiform, it proclaims the freedom of religion and the abolition of forced labor for all peoples within Cyrus's vast domain. The cylinder's message was revolutionary. It recognized the dignity and autonomy of every individual, regardless of their background or beliefs. Today, the Cyrus cylinder is celebrated as a symbol of tolerance and justice, its principles echoed in modern declarations of human rights. The idea of a pluralistic society governed by a universal law that respected local customs was a radical innovation in its time. In an age when empires were often built on conquest and subjugation, Persia offered a different path, one that valued dialogue, mutual respect, and the rule of law. This approach not only ensured the stability of the empire, but also allowed for the flourishing of art, science, and commerce across its vast territories. The legacy of Persian pluralism can be seen in the diverse societies that followed, from the Roman Empire to the modern multicultural states of today. The Persian model of governance was so effective and admired that it became a blueprint for future empires. Alexander the Great, upon conquering Persia, was so impressed by its administrative system that he adopted many of its practices, integrating them into his own empire. The influence of Persian architecture, law, and bureaucracy can be traced through the centuries, shaping the development of civilizations from Greece and Rome to Byzantium and beyond. Even today, echoes of Persian statecraft can be found in the principles of modern governance. In the realm of spirituality and thought, ancient Iran gave the world one of its first great monotheistic religions, Zoroastrianism. Long before the rise of Christianity or Islam, Zoroastrianism offered a vision of the universe governed by a single, all-powerful creator god, Ahura Mazda. The fire temples of Iran, where sacred flames have burned for millennia, are living symbols of this enduring faith. Zoroastrian priests, dressed in white robes, continue to perform rituals that have been passed down through countless generations. Based on the teachings of the prophet Zoroaster, Zoroastrianism introduced concepts that are now fundamental to many major world faiths. The dualism of good and evil, the idea of a single creator god, the existence of heaven and hell, and the promise of a final judgment, these were all revolutionary ideas in their time. Zoroaster's teachings emphasized the importance of individual choice, urging followers to choose the path of truth and righteousness. The sacred texts of Zoroastrianism, written in the ancient Avestan language, contain hymns, prayers, and philosophical reflections that continue to inspire seekers of wisdom. The influence of Zoroastrianism extended far beyond the borders of ancient Iran. During the Babylonian exile, Jewish thinkers encountered Zoroastrian ideas which profoundly shaped the development of Judaism. Concepts such as angels, demons, resurrection, and the final judgment found their way into Jewish theology, and from there into Christianity and Islam. The fusion of religious symbols in Persian art and architecture reflects this rich tapestry of spiritual exchange, illustrating how ancient Iran became a meeting place for the world's great faiths. Today, the enduring presence of Zoroastrian communities in Iran and beyond serves as a living link to this incredibly ancient spiritual tradition. Zoroastrians continue to celebrate festivals such as Nowruz, the Persian New Year, which marks the arrival of spring and the triumph of light over darkness. These celebrations, filled with music, dance, and ritual, connect the present to a distant past, reminding us of the deep roots of our modern moral and ethical frameworks. The resilience of Zoroastrianism, despite centuries of change and challenge, is a testament to the enduring power of Persian thought. Beyond governance and religion, Persia's creative and intellectual genius blossomed in countless ways. Persian scholars established some of the world's earliest libraries and centers of learning, where knowledge from across the known world was collected, studied, and expanded. The tradition of miniature painting, with its exquisite detail and vibrant colors, became a hallmark of Persian art, capturing scenes of courtly life, epic battles, and mystical journeys. Persian calligraphers elevated the written word to an art form, their flowing scripts adorning everything from royal decrees to sacred texts. Persian architecture, too, stands as a testament to the ingenuity and vision of its people. The invention of the dome, with its soaring curves and perfect symmetry, transformed the skyline of cities from Isfahan to Samarkand. The mathematical precision of Persian geometric tilework, with its intricate patterns and dazzling colors, reflects a deep understanding of both art and science. Perhaps most remarkable of all is the Kalut, a subterranean aqueduct system that allowed cities to flourish in the harsh desert environment. By channeling water from distant mountains to arid plains, the Kalut made possible the growth of vibrant communities where none could have existed before. The Kalut system, a marvel of ancient engineering, not only provided water for drinking and irrigation, but also fostered the development of lush gardens and agricultural abundance. This innovation was so effective that it spread far beyond Iran, influencing water management systems in North Africa, Spain, and even as far as China. The legacy of the Kalut endures today, a silent but powerful reminder of Persian ingenuity and the ability to adapt to challenging environments. The art of storytelling reached new heights in Persia, where poets and writers crafted works of enduring beauty and wisdom. The Shahnameh, or Book of Kings, is an epic poem that weaves together myth, history, and legend, chronicling the rise and fall of Persian dynasties. Its pages are filled with heroes and villains, gods and monsters, love and betrayal, a mirror of the human experience in all its complexity. The Shahnameh not only preserved the memory of ancient Persia, but also inspired generations of artists, musicians, and playwrights across the world. Persian poetry, too, holds a special place in the hearts of millions. The lyrical verses of Rumi and Hafez explore the deepest mysteries of love, longing, and divinity, offering insights that transcend time and place. Their words, often recited in gardens and homes, have been translated into countless languages, resonating with readers from every corner of the globe. Persian poets saw the world as a tapestry of beauty and meaning, inviting us to look beyond the surface and discover the hidden truths that unite us all. Persian innovation was not limited to the realms of art and literature. The first windmills, designed to harness the power of the wind for grinding grain and pumping water, were invented in Persia, transforming agriculture and industry. Even the earliest forms of animation can be traced to an ancient Persian goblet, whose painted figures appear to move when the vessel is spun, a testament to the playful curiosity and creativity of Persian artisans. These inventions, both practical and imaginative, reflect a spirit of exploration and generosity that has enriched the world for millennia. The story of Persia is in many ways the story of humanity itself, a tale of resilience, creativity, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and beauty. From the bustling markets of ancient cities to the quiet sanctuaries of fire temples, from the intricate patterns of a carpet to the soaring arches of a mosque, the legacy of Persia endures. It lives on in the ideas we cherish, the technologies we use, and the stories we tell. Truly, the gifts of Persia are a treasure for all humankind, a reminder that our shared heritage is richer, deeper, and more interconnected than we often imagine. Our journey is designed as a voyage through time, a carefully curated path that follows the grand narrative of Iranian history. Imagine yourself stepping into a living tapestry where every thread is woven with stories of ambition, artistry, conquest, and resilience. Iran, a land at the crossroads of civilizations, has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of religions, and the flourishing of cultures that have shaped not only its own destiny, but also the course of world history. As we embark on this exploration, we invite you to see beyond the surface, to look past the postcard images and delve into the deeper currents that have defined this remarkable nation. We will not be hopping randomly from one beautiful postcard location to another. Instead, our journey will be a deliberate unfolding, a narrative that connects each site to the next, revealing the intricate web of influences and events that have shaped Iran's identity over millennia. Each destination is a chapter in a much larger story, and together they form a mosaic that is as complex as it is breathtaking. Instead, we will group our destinations thematically, moving chronologically through the great epochs that have defined this nation. By following the flow of time, we will witness the transformation of ideas, the evolution of art and architecture, and the enduring spirit of a people who have continually reinvented themselves in the face of adversity and change. This structure will allow us to appreciate not just the individual beauty of each site, but also its place within the larger story. We will see how the echoes of the past resonate in the present, how ancient motifs reappear in new forms, and how the spirit of innovation has always walked hand in hand with tradition in Iranian culture. We will witness how styles evolved, how ideas were transmitted, and how each successive era built upon, reacted to, and reinterpreted the legacies of the past, creating the rich, layered nation we see today. The stones of Persepolis, the domes of Isfahan, the vibrant bazaars of Tabriz, all are chapters in a story that is still being written. Through this journey, we will come to understand that Iran is not a relic of the past, but a living, breathing civilization, constantly in dialogue with its own history. We begin, as we must, in the age of the first great empires. The dawn of Persian civilization was marked by ambition on a scale the world had never seen, a vision that reached from the mountains of Anatolia to the banks of the Indus. It was here, in the heart of the Iranian plateau, that the foundations of empire were laid and the blueprint for governance, art, and culture was drawn. Our first steps will be on the sacred ground of Persepolis, the awe-inspiring ceremonial heart of the Achaemenid dynasty. Built by Darius the Great and his successors, Persepolis was more than a city. It was a statement to the world. Its grand stairways, monumental gateways, and intricate reliefs spoke of a civilization that saw itself as the center of the known world, a place where the peoples of many lands gathered in tribute and celebration. Here, we will feel the sheer scale of imperial ambition and witness the incredible craftsmanship that celebrated a vast, unified world. The bas-reliefs of Persepolis depict not only kings and warriors, but also delegations from across the empire, each rendered with respect and individuality. These stones tell stories of diplomacy, diversity, and the complex machinery of ancient power. Just a short distance away at Naqsh-e we will stand before the colossal tombs of kings like Darius the Great, carved directly into a sheer cliff face, a bold and eternal statement of power. These monumental facades, with their intricate carvings and imposing scale, are both a celebration of royal authority and a meditation on mortality. Here, the ancient Persians sought to ensure that their legacy would endure, etched into the very bones of the earth. This first chapter will establish the foundational grandeur of ancient Persia, a high watermark of art and architecture that would inspire and haunt the national imagination forever. The echoes of these ancient achievements can still be felt in the pride of modern Iranians, in the motifs that adorn their homes, and in the stories passed down through generations. From the fall of the ancient empires, we will move into the transformative period of the Islamic Golden Age. This was a time of profound change, when new ideas swept across the land and the old ways were both challenged and enriched by the arrival of Islam. Yet, rather than erasing the past, this era saw a remarkable synthesis, a creative dialogue between Persian heritage and Islamic faith that produced some of the world's most enduring masterpieces. Here we will see how Persian culture, rather than being extinguished, entered into a creative dialogue with the new faith of Islam. The result was a flowering of art, science, and philosophy that would influence the world for centuries to come. Persian poets, scientists, and architects became the torchbearers of a new civilization, blending the wisdom of the ancients with the revelations of the present. We will explore the Jame Mosque of Isfahan, a living museum of architecture whose construction spans 1,000 years, and marvel at the mathematical perfection of the Gonbadi Qaboos Tower. These structures are not merely places of worship. They are testaments to the ingenuity and vision of their creators, who sought to express the infinite through geometry, light, and color. We will trace the faint tracks of the Silk Road, visiting hauntingly beautiful caravanserais that once sheltered merchants carrying not just goods but ideas, technologies, and philosophies across the vast expanse of Asia, connecting east and west. These ancient highways were the arteries of a global civilization, and Iran was its beating heart, a place where cultures met, mingled, and gave birth to new forms of expression. Finally, our path will lead us through the Persian Renaissance under the Safavids, who made Isfahan one of the world's most beautiful cities, and into the modern era. The Safavid period was a time of renewed confidence and creativity, when Persian art, architecture, and culture reached dazzling new heights. Isfahan, with its grand squares, elegant bridges, and vibrant bazaars, became a symbol of a nation at the peak of its powers. We will see the opulent palaces of the Qajas, witness the birth of modern Iran in the shadow of the Azadi Tower, and feel the vibrant pulse of life in the bustling bazaars of Tehran and Tabriz. The story of Iran does not end in the past. It continues to unfold in the energy of its cities, the creativity of its people, and the ongoing dialogue between tradition and modernity. This chronological progression will provide context and meaning, transforming our journey from a simple tour of beautiful places into a deep and resonant exploration of one of the world's most significant and enduring civilizations, from its ancient origins to its complex and dynamic present. As we move through time, we will see how the past is never truly gone, but lives on in the language, art, and spirit of the Iranian people. This is not just a history lesson. It is an invitation to witness the unfolding story of a nation that has always found ways to renew itself, to adapt, and to inspire. Join us as we walk in the footsteps of kings and poets, merchants and mystics, and discover the enduring legacy of Iran, a land where every stone has a story, and every story is a window into the soul of humanity. This film is built around a promise to take you on a journey through 25 of Iran's most breathtaking and significant untold beauties. These are places that have remained hidden from the world's gaze, waiting to be discovered by those who seek more than the ordinary. With every step, we will peel back the layers of history, culture, and nature, revealing a side of Iran that few have ever truly seen. This is not just a random list of tourist sites, nor is it a collection of the most popular destinations. Instead, it is a carefully curated selection, chosen to represent the very soul of a nation that has inspired poets, artists, and travelers for centuries. Each of the 25 locations has been chosen for a specific reason, whether it's their historical significance, their natural splendor, or their cultural resonance. Every site tells a story, and together they weave a tapestry that is as rich and varied as Iran itself. Some are here for their overwhelming historical weight, places where the destiny of the world was shaped, where empires rose and fell, and where the echoes of ancient civilizations still linger in the stones and the air. Others are selected for their sheer, unadulterated aesthetic beauty, creations of human hands or natural forces that inspire pure awe. These are the places that make you stop, breathe, and marvel at the wonders of the world. Still others are chosen because they represent a unique cultural phenomenon, offering a window into the soul of Persia that is found nowhere else on earth. Here, traditions are alive, and the spirit of the people is woven into every celebration, every ritual, and every stone. Together, they form a mosaic that tells the story of Iran's heart. A story of resilience, creativity, and enduring beauty that has survived the test of time. Our selection deliberately balances the monumental with the intimate, the grand with the hidden, the well-known with the secret. We want to show you not just the face of Iran, but its beating heart, of course. We will visit the titans of Iranian history, the magnificent ruins of Persepolis, where the ancient kings once walked, and the grand, harmonious design of Isfahan's Naqsh-e Square, a masterpiece of urban planning and Persian artistry. These are the essential, non-negotiable cornerstones of any journey through Persia, the places that have shaped not only a nation, but the course of human civilization. But we will also venture far off the beaten path, seeking out the quiet corners and hidden gems that whisper their secrets rather than shout them. These are the places where you can feel the pulse of the land and the warmth of its people. We will find ourselves in the mysterious, rock-hewn village of Kandavan, a place that feels like a fairy tale landscape carved by time and nature, and stand in quiet contemplation in the otherworldly silence of the Kalut Desert, whose surreal formations were sculpted by the wind over countless millennia. The list celebrates the incredible diversity of Iran, a land where mountains, deserts, forests, and seas coexist in harmony, and where every region offers a new adventure. We will journey from the lush, green Caspian coast, where dense forests meet the sea, to the stark, beautiful islands of the Persian Gulf, where turquoise waters lap against sun-baked shores. We will explore the ancient desert city of Yazd, with its ingenious wind catchers and its deep Zoroastrian roots, and then ascend to the mist-shrouded mountain village of Mosul, where the roofs of houses form the streets for those above, and life moves to the rhythm of the clouds. We will experience the dazzling color of the al-Mulk mosque in Shiraz, where morning light sets the interior ablaze in a kaleidoscope of hues, and witness the stark, solemn power of the tomb of Cyrus the Great, standing in noble isolation on a windswept plain, a silent testament to the legacy of one of history's greatest rulers. Each of these 25 places is a chapter in our story, a page in the living book of Iran, waiting to be read and remembered. From the geological wonder of the Badab-e-Surt, travertine terraces glowing in the sunlight like a staircase to the heavens, to the living artistry of the Tabriz Bazaar, where centuries-old traditions are kept alive by the hands of skilled artisans, from the legendary fortress of al-Mulk Castle, perched high in the mountains and shrouded in myth, to the humble, profound beauty of a Persian garden in Shiraz, where water flows and flowers bloom in perfect harmony. This is a curated journey of discovery, designed to awaken your sense of wonder and ignite your curiosity about a land of endless surprises. It is an invitation to look closer, to see beyond the surface, and to experience the multifaceted wonder of a country that has been a source of beauty and inspiration for millennia. Let your imagination roam as we uncover the stories, legends, and hidden marvels that make Iran a treasure trove for the curious traveler. Prepare to be surprised, moved, and utterly captivated by the 25 untold beauties of Iran. This is more than a journey, it is an exploration of the heart and soul of a nation, and an invitation to see the world with new eyes. A country is more than its monuments, and a civilization is more than its artifacts. To truly understand a place, we must look beyond the stone and mortar, the domes and minarets, and instead turn our gaze to the people who walk its streets, fill its homes, and breathe life into its traditions. Iran, with its ancient history and vibrant present, is a land where the past and present are in constant conversation, where every corner tells a story not just of empires and dynasties, but of ordinary lives lived with extraordinary spirit. The true soul of a nation is found in the dynamic interplay between its people and its places. In Iran, this interplay is visible everywhere, in the laughter echoing through narrow alleyways, in the quiet exchanges between neighbors at dawn, and in the collective celebrations that light up city squares during festivals. The architecture and landscapes are not static backdrops, but living stages upon which the drama of daily life unfolds, shaped by generations past and present. The most beautiful mosque in the world is just a building until it is filled with the quiet devotion of worshippers. The Nasir al-Mulk mosque, with its kaleidoscopic stained glass and intricate tilework, is transformed each morning by the soft footsteps of those who come to pray, to reflect, or simply to find a moment of peace. It is the presence of people, young and old, men and women, locals and visitors, that gives these sacred spaces their true meaning, turning stone and glass into vessels of hope, faith and community. The most ancient bazaar is but an empty labyrinth until its corridors buzz with the energy of commerce and conversation. In the heart of every Iranian city, the bazaar is a living organism pulsing with the rhythms of daily life. Merchants call out their wares, children dart between stalls, and the scent of spices mingles with the sound of laughter and bargaining. Here, centuries-old traditions of trade and hospitality are kept alive not by the bricks and arches, but by the people who fill them with purpose and passion. Throughout our journey, we will focus not only on the physical beauty of the landscapes and architecture, but also on the human stories that unfold within them, stories of resilience, creativity, and connection. Every landmark, from the grandest palace to the humblest village square, is a canvas painted with the memories and dreams of those who have passed through it. We will meet families who return year after year to picnic beneath ancient cypress trees, students who gather in the shadow of centuries-old walls to discuss poetry and philosophy, and elders who share tales of a changing world with the next generation. For it is the people who give these places their life, their meaning, and their enduring spirit. The warmth of a shared meal, the joy of a spontaneous dance, the comfort of a familiar greeting. These are the threads that weave together the fabric of Iranian society. In parks and gardens, on mountain trails and city streets, Iranians gather to celebrate the simple pleasures of togetherness, creating moments of beauty that linger long after the sun has set. We will discover that in Iran, history is not something cordoned off behind velvet ropes. It is not a relic to be observed from a distance, but a living, breathing part of the present. Children play hide-and-seek among the ruins of Persepolis, their laughter echoing off stones carved thousands of years ago. Couples stroll hand-in-hand through gardens once tended by kings, and elders sit in the shade of ancient arches, sharing stories that bridge the centuries. It is a living, breathing part of the present. The monuments and ruins are not frozen in time. They are woven into the daily routines of those who live nearby. Markets spring up in the shadow of minarets, and festivals spill out onto the steps of ancient palaces. The past is not a distant memory, but a companion that walks alongside the present, shaping and enriching every moment. We will see families enjoying picnics on the grassy grounds of Pasargadae, in the shadow of the tomb of the founder of their nation. Children chase kites as their parents lay out elaborate spreads of food, and grandparents recount the stories of Cyrus the Great, whose vision of justice and unity still resonates today. These gatherings are more than leisure. They are acts of remembrance, connecting the present to the distant past in ways both profound and playful. We will watch as the magnificent Pol Bridge in Isfahan transforms at night into a vibrant social hub, its arches glowing with golden light as people from all walks of life come together. The bridge, a marvel of Safavid engineering, becomes a stage for the city's nightly rituals. Friends meeting after work, families strolling beneath the stars, and strangers striking up conversations that may last a lifetime. Here friends gather, poets recite verses, and musicians play for passers-by. The air is filled with music and poetry, laughter and debate. It is a place where the boundaries between past and present, tradition and innovation blur into a tapestry of shared experience. The bridge is not just a structure of stone and water. It is a living symbol of connection, a place where the city's heart beats strongest. These places are not sterile museums. They are the backdrop for modern life, cherished and used by the very people whose ancestors created them, who continue to shape their meaning with every gathering, every celebration, every quiet moment of reflection. The grandeur of the architecture is matched only by the vibrancy of the life that fills it, as generations come together to honor the past while forging new memories for the future. Forging an unbroken chain of cultural continuity, Iranian families visit heritage sites not just as tourists, but as participants in a living tradition. Elders share wisdom with the young, passing down stories, songs, and customs that have survived the rise and fall of empires. In these moments, the past is not a distant echo, but a living presence, guiding and inspiring each new generation. The character of the Iranian people is one of warmth, resilience, and a deep appreciation for beauty, both in the world around them and in the words they speak. Hospitality is not just a custom, but a way of life, expressed in every smile, every shared meal, every welcoming gesture. Even in the face of hardship, Iranians find ways to celebrate life, to find joy in the everyday, and to extend kindness to strangers and friends alike. Particularly the beauty of the spoken word. Poetry is the heartbeat of Iranian culture, a living tradition that infuses every aspect of life. In cafes and tea houses, on street corners, and in family homes, people gather to recite verses, to debate the meaning of a line, to find solace or inspiration in the words of Hafez, Rumi, or Sadi. Poetry is not reserved for scholars or the elite. It belongs to everyone, a shared language of emotion and imagination. Poetry is not an academic pursuit here. It is woven into the fabric of everyday conversation. A simple greeting may be laced with metaphor, a farewell with a line from a beloved poem. In moments of joy or sorrow, Iranians turn to poetry to express what cannot be said in ordinary words, to connect with one another across the boundaries of time and circumstance. It is common to hear a taxi driver quote a 14th century verse from Hafez to make a point about life or love. In the most unexpected places, a bustling market, a crowded bus, a quiet park bench, poetry emerges as a bridge between strangers, a way to share wisdom, humor, or hope. This love of language is a testament to the enduring power of art to unite and uplift, to make the ordinary extraordinary. This reverence for art and philosophy provides a profound insight into the national psyche. Iranians are thinkers and dreamers, drawn to beauty in all its forms, whether in the brushstrokes of a miniature painting, the melody of a traditional song, or the intricate patterns of a hand-woven carpet. Art is not a luxury, but a necessity, a way of making sense of the world and finding meaning in the midst of chaos. It reveals a culture that values contemplation, elegance, and the expression of deep emotion. A culture where the act of sharing a meal or a poem is as important as the meal or poem itself. In the shade of a cypress tree, friends gather to read poetry aloud, to savor the flavors of saffron and rosewater, to reflect on the mysteries of life and love. These moments of reflection and connection are the true treasures of Iranian life, qualities that are reflected in the intricate tilework of their mosques and the delicate flavors of their cuisine. The artistry of Iran is visible not only in its grand monuments, but in the everyday acts of creation that fill its homes and workshops. From the hands of a master tilemaker to the careful preparation of a family meal, beauty is both a goal and a guiding principle, a way of honoring the past while embracing the present. As we travel, we will seek out these human connections. We will listen to the stories of those we meet, share in their joys and sorrows, and learn from their wisdom and generosity. Every encounter is an opportunity to see the world through new eyes, to discover the common threads that bind us all, and to celebrate the differences that make each culture unique. We will share tea with nomads in the Zagros Mountains, learning about their ancient way of life and the challenges they face in a rapidly changing world. Around the fire, stories are told and songs are sung, connecting us to a tradition that stretches back millennia. The hospitality of the nomads is legendary, their resilience inspiring, their connection to the land profound. We will learn about the ancient art of carpet weaving from a master in Kashan, watching as patterns emerge from the loom, each knot a testament to patience and skill. The carpets of Iran are more than beautiful objects. They are stories woven in wool and silk, records of dreams and desires, maps of memory and meaning. To witness their creation is to glimpse the soul of a people who have always found ways to turn hardship into beauty. And we will listen to the stories of the residents of Abiana, a village where time seems to have stood still. Here, the red mud brick houses and winding lanes are home to a community that has preserved its language, dress and customs for centuries. The elders of Abiana are living libraries, their memories a bridge to a world that is both distant and ever-present. Their stories remind us that history is not just something we study, but something we live. Through these interactions, we will come to understand that the greatest untold beauty of Iran may not be a place at all, but a feeling, a sense of belonging, of being welcomed, of being seen and valued. The hospitality of the Iranian people is legendary, their generosity boundless. To be invited into an Iranian home is to experience a warmth and kindness that transcends language and culture, a reminder of our shared humanity. But the incredible grace, dignity and hospitality of its people is what truly sets Iran apart. Whether in a bustling city or a remote mountain village, Iranians open their doors and their hearts to visitors eager to share their stories, their food and their dreams. It is this spirit of openness and generosity that leaves the deepest impression, that lingers long after the journey is over. They are the true custodians of this ancient land, the keepers of its stories and the guardians of its future. Through their care and devotion, the treasures of Iran are preserved and renewed, passed down from one generation to the next. Community events at ancient sites are not just celebrations of the past, but affirmations of a living culture, vibrant and evolving, and it is through their eyes that we will gain the clearest view of its soul. In every glance, every gesture, every word spoken and unspoken, we find the essence of Iran, a land of beauty and contradiction, of tradition and change, of sorrow and joy. As we journey through its people and its places, we are invited not just to observe, but to participate, to listen, to learn, and to be transformed by the enduring spirit of a remarkable nation. And so, our journey is about to begin. We invite you to leave behind the familiar and step into a world where every moment is infused with wonder, where the ancient and the modern exist side by side, and where the landscape itself tells stories older than memory. What you're about to see is a cinematic exploration, a tapestry woven from light, color, and sound. Each frame is a brushstroke, each sound a note in a symphony that celebrates the spirit of a land both timeless and ever-changing. We will use the power of the moving image to transport you, to dissolve the boundaries of distance and time, and to immerse you in the heart of Iran's breathtaking beauty. You will feel the sun on your face in the Kalut Desert, its golden rays stretching across endless sands, painting the earth in hues of fire and gold. And you will breathe in the cool, crisp air high in the al-Mulk mountains, where snow-capped peaks touch the sky and silence is broken only by the whisper of the wind. Sweeping drone shots will reveal the epic scale of the landscape, from vast valleys carved by time to mountains that have stood as silent witnesses to centuries of history. And from above, we will witness the masterful design of ancient cities, Persepolis, Yazd, Isfahan, seen from a perspective that even their creators could only have dreamed of, their grandeur and symmetry revealed in full. We will glide over desert caravanserais, once havens for weary travelers, and soar above the turquoise domes of mosques that shimmer like jewels against the sky. We will drift through the immense canyons of the Iranian plateau, where the earth itself seems to open up, revealing layers of history and geology in every curve and shadow. Our cameras will capture the grandeur of this land in all its glory, from the drama of its mountains to the serenity of its deserts, each vista a testament to nature's artistry. But our cameras will also draw you in close, inviting you to witness the world in miniature, where the soul of a culture is revealed in the smallest of gestures. We will linger on the details that reveal the touch of the human hand and the passion of the artist. Threads woven with care, pigments mixed with tradition, and every movement guided by centuries of knowledge. You will see the mesmerizing complexity of a single mosaic tile, each piece fitting perfectly into a larger pattern, a metaphor for the unity and diversity of Persian culture. The delicate brushstrokes on a miniature painting will come alive before your eyes, telling stories of love, loss, and triumph in colors that have not faded with time. And you will marvel at the intricate patterns carved into the ceiling of a palace music room, where geometry and imagination meet in a dance of shadow and light. We will capture the play of light as it filters through the stained glass of a mosque, scattering color across ancient stone and filling the air with a sense of the divine. Watch as a stone hall is transformed into a celestial kaleidoscope, where every step reveals a new pattern, a new wonder. It is in these small, perfect details that the immense artistry and patience of Persian culture are most powerfully expressed, each stitch and stroke a silent tribute to generations past. These details are a testament to a civilization that has always found divinity in beauty, and beauty in the act of creation itself. The soundscape of our film will be as rich and layered as its visuals, enveloping you in a world where every note and every silence has meaning. You will hear the haunting call to prayer echoing across a city at dusk, a sound that has marked the passage of time for centuries. The rhythmic clang of a coppersmith's hammer in a centuries-old bazaar will transport you to the heart of daily life, where tradition and craft are alive in every corner. You will hear the gentle murmur of water flowing through the channels of a Persian garden, a sound that soothes the soul and connects the present to the past. And you will be carried away by the timeless melodies of traditional Iranian music, each note echoing the joys and sorrows of countless generations. These melodies are played on instruments whose origins are lost in antiquity, their sounds resonating with the wisdom of ages. Accompanying it all will be a narrative designed not just to inform, but to awaken your curiosity and ignite your imagination. Our words will seek to inspire a sense of wonder, to open your heart to the marvels that await, and to remind you that discovery is a journey without end. We will provide context, weaving these disparate, beautiful scenes into a single, cohesive story, a story that is as much about the present as it is about the past. This is our invitation to you, to step through the open gate, to embrace the unknown, and to let yourself be transformed by what you find. Set aside what you think you know, for this journey will challenge your perceptions and expand your horizons. Open your mind and your senses to a world of profound history, breathtaking art, and deep humanity. A world where every encounter is an opportunity to learn and to grow. Let us take you on a journey through 5,000 years of civilization, where every stone and every story is a link in the unbroken chain of human experience. We will travel to the heart of ancient Persia and modern Iran, exploring the contrasts and connections that define this extraordinary land. From the mighty empires of the past to the vibrant culture of the present, from solemn rituals to joyful celebrations, every moment is a revelation. This is a voyage of discovery, a chance to see the world through new eyes and to find beauty in unexpected places. This is a story of resilience, creativity, and enduring beauty, a celebration of the human spirit that persists through time and change. This is Iran, the cradle of civilization, as you have never seen it before. Let the journey begin, and may it stay with you long after the final frame fades.